Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go over the Portland leather. I talked about my Portland leather bags about 3 weeks ago, and I was able to get a Portland leather C grade mystery sale. Now, I did talk about the characteristic of the leather and the grades of the leather and how this company grades it from A, B, or C. And the secret leather is leather that they wouldn't sell as a premium bag, but there's nothing wrong with it. And so what they do is they make up, because you're going to want to use all your pieces of your leather, otherwise you're going to lose money. But some leather, leather is just natural. It's from a cow. And so this specific cow was just had a fat roll, and that's all it was. And so this has like wrinkling in it, but it does not, and so does like the pocket does too. And it does not affect this bag at all. So what I did was I ordered a mystery mini tote, and this is a mini cross bag tote, and they actually gave me a honey, and mine happened to have a snap. Now, this is for me, this is personal preference. I really, really need a zipper. And the reason why I feel like I need a zipper, especially when I go on a trip where we're really busy with a lot of people around, like if I were to go to a festival or an amusement park, is because I'm in a wheelchair. And I use the crossbody portion, and I put it around like anybody who is able to walk would carry a crossbody. But the bottom of this bag is perfect enough to cover my whole lap. So I don't know how big or how wide this actually is, but it covers my whole lap. So my lap is like 10 inches when I sit down, and it goes across my whole lap. And it's pretty big for me. I don't think that, like, I have the medium that I use as more of my like everyday carry bag, and I'm gonna with you the differences between a stiffer leather and then my medium, which is a pebbled leather, which is more slouchy. And so as you can see, this holds its own structure. And so when it's sitting on my lap, it's basically like this. And the reason why I like the zipper is because if we're in a public place, I don't, not that anybody has from me before, but I've heard that people can just pickpocket you, and I really don't want to be pickpocketed. But I love this bag. I love the structure of the honey. This is one of the colors that I wanted anyways, and so I was really excited to see that this bag was in honey, and I liked the firmness of it. So what I did was I went to Walmart and I grabbed two of these for a couple dollars. These are just those D-clips, and I put my keys on them when I take this bag out. So this bag, I'm gonna warn you, these leather bags, they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Use caution when you have another leather product or cotton product inside of the leather bag, because I've noticed that this pencil pouch has a little bit of brown right there, and that's not from dirt. It's from the color transfer from being inside of my bag and kind of moving it in and out of my bag with friction. This is like it has a brush and some wipes and fingernail clippers and stuff like that. Just kind of like a personal thing. But this fits directly on my lap. This is the small, and I'm really sorry that I can't show you how it really looks on me. I don't have any type of setup to show you guys how this looks on me. I did take a photo and compared the small one with the medium one, and I took a photo of my daughter wearing both of them, and I put it in the Facebook group. So if you're a part of the Portland Leather Facebook group, you had a chance to see that photo. But this is the tallest that I can go without having any type, with it being a structured bag, because it sits right on my lap and it goes right underneath my like my breastbone right here. So for me to reach in, that's the tallest it can be. I cannot do a structured leather in a bigger size than this. This is the smallest I'd be able to do, but it still holds a lot. And I actually like, it's just so easy for me to switch from one bag to the next because I have my stuff organized in little bags. And the mini holds a pretty good amount. I'm going to show you. I'm going to see if you can even try to see this. The stuff that I typically transfer in like this, it's all just, here's my wallet. So it's all just stuff that I need for the day trip. And I even had my wooden brush in my main one. So I'm just going to simply move it over. So all of that stuff fits in, right? You can see everything from my main bag fits in. And my main bag is a zippered medium. See how it all fits? But you can see how I kind of have to guard this. So I wouldn't be able to carry something like this to like an amusement park or anything. It's great for going to the store with my family or out to the doctor's office or something like that. So let me show you the differences of the medium. Now the medium is taller than the small. It's also wider. So with it being wider and with the small going across my entire lap, this goes up from my chair to chair, kind of like it goes from the side of my chair to the side of my chair and my armrests of my chair, because I have a custom wheelchair. And so that's about 12, well, actually my wheelchair is 16 inches. So it has a little bit of room on each side. But that is the reason why this one, why I really like the medium and a pebble is because do you see how it slouches down? And when it sits on my lap, it doesn't matter how full it is, the thing still slouches down and I have a little bit more space to wheel myself around, because when I'm wheeling myself, I lean forward to gain momentum a little bit, and it can go lower even though it's a taller bag. This is my personal preference. I like the slouchiness, and I really wanted to get a firmer medium, and I'm really glad that I did get the C grade honey, because I really wanted to try it, and I'm glad that I got it for the amount that I paid for it. And like I said, the cow had a fat roll, and that's all that is. And there's nothing wrong with the integrity of the leather, or it's just the way it looks. And a lot of people just like perfectness. But if you know me or know anything about me on my channel, you know that I love leather that changes character. And so let me just kind of show you what I had in this one. And I'm simply just filling it up. I'm going to try to see if I can zoom out a little bit so that you can see this a little bit better. And I do have keys in there. It's so easy to swap back and forth between bags. It literally just takes a few minutes. I keep my bags pretty cleaned out, and that's my wallet, and then this is my eyeglasses case. And then, like I said, I like to zip this up just because I feel, for me, with my situation, I feel a little bit safer when taking that out in public to busy places. But like I said, I've never been, pickpocketed, so I've never experienced that, and it just may be because I'm more in a rural area. But this is how, like I see how it's slouching down and everything. This is the difference between the medium and the small. It really doesn't look like that big of a difference, but it kind of is. So if you guys, like structured bags, I would highly suggest that you join the Facebook group first. you look at everybody's bags and how it lays on them, because because this is structured, it's not gonna like, it's kind of not gonna fold down. Some people don't like the structured leather for some of the type of bags, but this structured leather is perfect for other types of bags. I really like this honey bag, and I'm going to keep it and use it. It's beautiful and it smells so good. I haven't been feeling good, so I wasn't able to do a video for a few weeks, but I really did want to give you an update. And maybe one of these days I'll be able to show you what it looks like with me wearing it in my wheelchair. And the reason why I like the crossbody is because I like to put it across my shoulders and keep my bag attached on my lap. And when I move forward, I cannot have my bag spilling forward. I just don't want my things to fall out. So I just use this with caution, and I just use it locally. Like if we go to the store, or if my family's with me and I go out for the day, and it's just something easy access because I can reach right in and grab it. And it's nice portable size. It definitely is not the smallest purse that I've ever carried, but it is big enough for a lot of everyday items. Let me show you, if you, usually I have planner related content. So let me show you what a traveler's notebook looks like, because a lot of people that come to my channel actually see planner related content, and I want to show you what planners look like in the mini. So that's a personal Vanderspec rings 25 millimeter. This is a standard size traveler's notebook company, and that's kind of how tall it is on the mini. This mini is great. I mean, it's a really great bag. I just, for me, want to get a zipper put on it, and I might just take it to like a shoe cobbler and ask them if I can buy any extra leather pieces and ask them to put on a zipper for me, just like Portland Leather did for this one. And I actually might even ask Portland Leather. It won't hurt to ask them. They probably won't, but it would be amazing if I was able to ask them to put on, if I would, of course I would pay for the pieces, but to put on a zipper, or find somebody who could do it for me. That way I feel more comfortable with this bag. Now, I knew, taking the chance in a mystery, I knew exactly what I was doing. I'm not blaming anybody for not getting a zipper. I mean, hardly any zippers go out. It's usually the classics, and I knew that. And I was like, well, if it really doesn't work for me, I could always sell it on the BST, buy sell trade. But I loved it so much that I don't want to part with it, and I actually want to use it. I just wish that I could find something that I could get a zipper installed on it so that I feel more comfortable. It's just basically a personal preference for me. But I wanted to show you the difference of the small and the medium. And this is in the leather nutmeg, and this is a slouchy leather. And this is, I mean, some people just like the hobo look of the slouch, like how the slouch looks like a hobo style. And some people really prefer structured leather. And I wanted to get a grizzly for Christmas in small with a zipper. But after receiving this and knowing that the grizzly is even stiffer, I'm thinking that just because when I bend forward to roll my wheels just to gain a little bit of momentum, it's just completely a physics thing. If you see anybody in a wheelchair who has a custom made wheelchair, you know that to make it easier on our arms, we all lean forward and we try to get that momentum. But anyways, I don't want it interfering with my ability to bend forward. So I think that what I'm going to do is let this be my only structured bag that I have, and then make the decision for Christmas to get myself a pebbly one, and then get it almost perfect, and then that way I know I can get a zipper put on it, and I'll pay for that extra fee for the zipper so I can have my 3 bags. And this is my Portland leather bags, and I hope that this video was helpful to you. And if you have any questions about my Portland leather bags, or want to see additional videos on my bags and how I use them, go ahead and leave me a comment. I did put a photo of how this bag looks with me wearing it on my Instagram page. You kind of can see from my view looking down, and that's kind of the view that I gave because that was what I was able to see. And then you can kind of see how it looks. But I hope that this video was helpful, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.